It seems like only yesterday that I announced the catalog of the Museum of Faceting Technology, a free PDF that anyone can download to look at all of the different machines that I've collected from around the world in my collection of faceting tools and technology. And I'm very, very pleased to announce today a brand new version of this document. This is the Winter 2025 Catalog of the Museum of Faceting Technology. Inside this document, you're going to find a complete catalog of every machine that I've collected over the last 7 years. With this edition, I've organized them into different sections: JamPeg, handpiece, and mast, because the collection's gotten so big that it just felt necessary to organize them into their different categories and different machine styles. So with every section header, I've got a little description of what makes each type of machine unique, and then inside of the sections, for instance, the JamPeg section, they're in chronological order, going from the early 1800s, some of my earliest faceting machines, all the way up through the economic crash of the 1920s and 30s, and then all the way up till the modern day when we can find modern JamPegs from Thailand, India, and France. When we get into the handpiece machines, we're going to see a mixture of diamond, but mostly colored stone handpieces from all over the world, from Sri Lankan to American to Burmese, and everything in between. And finally, when we get to the mast machines, you're going to see 50 different machines, mostly from America, but also European, Asian, and Australian, going all the way back to the early 1900s and on through the decades as we get through the 30s and 40s, the beginning of the American hobbyist movement, on until the glorious 60s and 70s, and eventually until we get to the modern machines that we can find today, like the Ultratechs, the Facetrons, the Safaris, and of course the Polymetrics. So if you've ever donated a machine to the museum, feel free to download this document and see the legacy that you've left. And if you're interested in just learning more about the history of faceting machines or the evolution of faceting machines over the last couple hundred years through photos, through small advertisements, and the stories that come with the machines, feel free to download this PDF, the Catalog of the Museum of Faceting Technology, Winter 2025 edition. There's links down below. You can download it for free at majusgems.com in the book section or justinkprim.com in the museum section. Thank you so much to anyone who's donated a machine. I really, really appreciate it, and I'm very excited as it feels like we're getting closer and closer every day to a public space where we can finally exhibit all of these beautiful machines and show off their story. If you're a Patreon subscriber, then this PDF will already have reached you through the Patreon, so you don't have to download anything. And if you're not a Patreon subscriber, then maybe consider it. Today I'm presenting a free PDF book for you to download, and every 2 weeks I'm offering a podcast interview with a different, interesting, and educational person from the gem trade, whether it's a gem cutter, a jeweler, a gemologist, or some other useful person that's informing the industry of lapidary. So whether you just like these videos or you'd like to receive a podcast in your inbox every 2 weeks, please join me over on Patreon for only $3 a month. And if you haven't heard about it already, we have another brand new book in the pre-order, which is the Historic Teachings of Gem Cutting. You can find that right next to the link at Majus Gems if you'd like to pre-order that book to receive it this coming summer. This has been Justin K. Prim with the Gem Cutter's Craft, and I thank you once again for watching these videos, for downloading, for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, and of course, for pre-ordering books and supporting me on Patreon. I'll see you later this year. Catch you then.